Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So continuing on our assessment on the new G425 line from Ping. Today is much more about how does G425 compare to G410. Lots of you who were in love with that driver, maybe bought one last year, will be asking that question, is this better than the one I just purchased last year? And that's what we're here to find out.
Absolutely.
We're going to set it, we've just done your fit, right? So this is a follow-on from Matty's fitting that we've just done. We assessed the lie angle needed to be a bit flatter, the weight needed to be in the toe. We are going to give an apples to apples test that gives the 410 the same chance to perform well.
It's basically the exact same fit has been applied to it, and I think reasonably you would expect this would be the best that this driver will do for that swing.
What we are looking at, and we were just doing some kind of little weighing of the weight at the back. Obviously the new weight is significantly heavier, 26 grams. Last year's one was 17 grams in the back. So we are expecting that to play some role here. What role that is, whether it's ball speed, whether it's curvature. If you did watch the fit video, you'll understand the value of this weight. If you haven't, go back and watch that one, you know, and really you'll get the true sense of what this is meant to do. So maybe watch that one first before you get into this one, because you'll understand a little better what we are talking about with the value placed on these heavier versus lighter weights.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get some baseline numbers.
Same shaft as well, obviously.
Same shaft, yeah, 10 AV raw orange, 65 stiff. That sounded quite solid.
That was well hit.
That sounded really good.
That was a good one. Centered. That's nice. Probably one of the longer ones. Okay. Contact was good. That's nice. Coming back. Ooh. Don't mind that one. Ooh. That's a good one.
Beauty. Those last few, they're all going to the same home.
Yeah, good swings, I think. It's as good as I feel like I'm going to hit them. That's hit well.
All right, Matty boy, what was your sort of feedback that the clubs were giving you, strike and everything all in there?
I personally thought the newer ones sounded a bit better on a miss hit for sure. I think high in the face, I noticed G410 is a little bit kind of higher pitch, tinny than I remember it being. So I like the feel and sound of this one, maybe just a little bit better than last year's.
Right.
When it came to the performance of the driver, it was tougher. Like it became a pretty tight race.
Yeah.
I think you can see from the shots. I would lean towards the new one. It felt a little bit more, I guess, consistent across the face. And I obviously mixed the strikes around. I think it was a little bit better at keeping a toe and a high and a low strike in a closer window. And that's probably why the average, it's just a tiny bit better for me anyway.
Yeah, I think it's marginal, isn't it? Some marginal pickups, a little bit quicker in this little set. And we said to each other at the end of doing this, this won't be the last time we do this test.
Yeah, I think we can definitely put these head to head again, and this is just an initial look at them.
Yeah, both of them would be quite nice. Delivery wise, I mean, actually pretty much as efficient as one another, so you could probably attribute a bit of that gains to some of the speed.
Yeah, and a bit of the delivery. I mean, technically I delivered a bit less loft with the new one. That's probably just down to me and how I reacted to it. So I think, needless to say, we've said this probably most times, the year-over-year changes are usually just a small improvement, and I think that's probably what we're seeing. I think cosmetically it's a little bit nicer than last year's, and sounds and feels a little bit better, and looks like it performs a little bit better also.
A little bit better, yeah. I think your options have increased with the weight at the back. They've got the same sleeve.
Yeah.
I think the gain of the higher MOI in with what the 410 Plus had.
Yes.
We've seen that. I think we did see that. That's where the kind of higher launch, lower spin. The miss was the same miss. It's out in the same part of the head.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If anything,
very similar.
Yeah, quite similar. Lower and slightly more toe side, and your return for that is faster and better launch, better spin.
Good point.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's
pretty good.
What we've expected, I think, year over year from most of these companies, just a little bit more forgiveness year over year, and the speeds are seemingly very competitive now. Yeah, it would appear so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so some subtle adjustments, some subtle shifts, just to help you with those misses. Now, that's what we're seeing year on year. That is definitely how the manufacturers are pulling more performance out these heads. It's utilising weight, it's managing it so that they can put it in the places where it's going to benefit you guys. Not when you hit it in the middle, we know what the result of that one is, but when you miss it, what does it do? This is another really good example of that. Ping have been able to pull more out and put it in where they want it. I feel like we've said that at every product launch for about the last 3 years, really.
Everyone has been. I feel like they were kind of there, I don't know, G400 or before. They really had that big weight plug at the back, and they've just been doing it every year. But you're right, the whole trend of the industry seems to be, most companies have something at the very back edge with a heavy weight plug, and this year even more so. Very
much so. Okay, guys, more to be tested, and obviously to compare these to the other offerings coming into the market for 2021. This is no shock. There's no shock to you. There's no shock to us that Ping are going to be one of the top performers. Anytime you can pull data out and your efficiency is averaging 146 and you're striking them way out in the toe, who's that speaking to? The person who needs forgiveness. That's exactly who should be paying attention to this video, where your miss is and what this club offers you. I think that's ultimately the value proposition to you guys while you watch this.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, more testing to be done. We'll see you again soon.